Welcome back. We have Bryan, Harsin, and Ivey talking about vaccines, Limestone Sheriff Mike Blakely on trial, and Hobby Lobby's gift to a ministry school. My name's Ike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. Thursday was Auburn's turn at SEC Media Days, and among questions faced by Coach Bryan Harsin, of course, was the vaccination status of his team and himself. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey has said the league has an 80% vaccination threshold it wants teams to meet. That means if at least 80% of your players are vaccinated, then some of your COVID protocols can be relaxed. Those protocols include all the testing that went on last season. And Sankey has also said that if teams have outbreaks and can't meet minimum player requirements because of COVID and can't play on some Saturdays, that means they'll be forfeiting those games. Now, all this is coming with a backdrop of COVID cases rising in the state and a whole lot of debate in the public arena. It's not a fun time to hang out on social media right now, depending on what you consider fun. But back to Coach Harsin. He said he believes the Auburn team is at about 60%, and he wouldn't even go as far as to say whether he himself has been vaccinated. Here's the coach.
Like I said before, and I've said it with our players, this is a personal decision. We have medical folks. Dr. Goodlett is phenomenal. He does a tremendous job, and he's available for all of our players, staff, anybody that wants to get it or needs more information on it. I have not asked our players. I have not asked our staff. And I'm not going to make a comment on my situation either, because I wouldn't expect, my players to be asked that or the staff to be asked that. And that's something that we started a long time ago. And so we're going to continue our education. We're going to continue to keep doing what we've been doing. Like I mentioned before, I think the last 5 months we've had no positives, and our guys have been doing the things we've asked them to do and following the protocols necessary in order for us to go out there and prepare ourselves to play this season. And I expect nothing less. And we'll continue with the education and continue on with the things that we're doing, and then also respect our players and coaches on our staff and their opinions and the decisions that they make.
Alabama Governor Ivey was as emphatic as she's been yet that people ought to get the COVID vaccine, blaming the unvaccinated for, quote, letting us down, reports AL.com's William Thornton. Updated data showed that Alabama was the only state that had yet to reach a 40% vaccination rate for those 12 and older. I'm using past tense because as of yesterday, the count was 39.6, putting us within a couple of big vaccination parties of reaching 40. Here's what the governor had to say.
Folks supposed to have common sense, but it's time to start blaming the unvaccinated folks, not the regular folks. It's the unvaccinated folks that let us down.
Ivey also repeated that she wouldn't issue an order for students to wear masks in public school this fall. She says that ought to be left up to local school districts. The trial of 10-term Limestone County Sheriff Mike Blakely continued throughout this week over charges of theft and abuse of power. Testimony on Thursday included allegations that Sheriff Blakely was playing golf and gambling while he was supposed to be attending a sheriff's training event at a conference, reports AL.com's Ashley Remkus. The defense claimed Blakely was networking and therefore doing business with two county commissioners, although former Commissioner Steve Turner testified that, quote, I don't think it was networking, I think it was us going to play golf. Earlier this week, a sheriff's office clerk testified that she had willingly wired $1,000 of her personal money to Blakely while he was in a casino. The state is claiming that violated the Alabama ethics law since she worked for Blakely. The trial continues today. You can find stories on it at al.com/crime. David Green, the founder of Hobby Lobby, and his family have donated $20 million to Highlands College, reports AL.com's Greg Garrison. Highlands College is being built at the old Health South headquarters behind Grandview Medical Center on Highway 280 in Birmingham, Alabama. The Association for Biblical Higher Education has approved the school to award an Associate of Arts degree in ministry leadership. Highlands College is initially going to be a 2-year school, but expects to offer a 4-year program at some point. Chris Hodges, the senior pastor at Church of the Highlands, is the school's chancellor. Hodges said the $20 million will build the school's first residence hall. Well, thank y'all for listening. We sure do appreciate it. I'll do my occasional ask. That's if you get a chance, you can go into your app and leave us a rating. They say that sends more people our way, and we'd love to have more people coming our way. Y'all have a great weekend. We will be back here about Monday. Until then, stop by and see us anytime you can on the internet at al.com.